Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you may be. Hello, Ray Burtleton. Nice to see you. And we've got Jake, we've got Mick, we've got Sodor Dandaman, we've got Moneybrook Junction Mark. Hello, Mark. Mick92, Digger Evans. I did see Connie in a little bit earlier, and who else was there? The Closet branch. Yes, indeed. Dino. Good afternoon to you. Can everybody hear me okay? Am I coming through loud and clear? And can you hear the clickety clack of the trains in the background? Just give me a little shout if you can hear them okay. You should see a little bit of the action we've got lined up for you. I mean I. New Durham Junction. Hello, Andy. That's Craig. Hello, Craig. Nice to see you. I hope you're not working this Sunday morning. President's XD. Hello there. Nice to see you. Yes, nice and bright today. Out of the sunshine, it's a little chilly. Dave BNSF, N scale. Nice to see you. Welcome in. What have we got today? I've started off by running a little bit of Hell Jam because I know Brian, who's unfortunately not here at the moment. I know he's very much enamored with Hell Jam stuff. So I've got a DP2 running in green, which was that way. And on the other way, we've got it's a class 25, the Tamworth Castle, running what they call ice cream van livery. As you can see, the zip that I was very much covering last week is scabbed up lovely. Black leg, scab. So that's healing. Don't know where that one came from. I eat plenty of vegetables and have the odd bit of fruit, so it can't be scurvy. Who knows? I don't know. Just an aberration of the skin. So, never mind. It doesn't matter. There are worse things in the world than my pimples, zits, whatever you care to call them. I gather vitamin C. Yeah, so I know you can hear me. If I've got that much across, Craig, you must be able to hear me. A teenage spot. Bless you, Mick. That's very kind of you, old man. Young man. Right, yes, so it's very much Bachmann stock behind the two locomotives because they look good and they run well, and I know they're expensive, but these particular ones weren't at the time. We got them, well, I got some of them when they first came out, and they were just so much better than the Hornby offerings that had to have some at the time. I think they were under £20 at the time. There is a theory that the older you get, the younger you look. I don't know whose theory that is, but when you find out what sanatorium they're in, let me know, Craig. St. Blazing Model World. Hello, Roger. Nice to see you, man. Thought I'd run a little Hell Jam today because I know Brian got, I think it was the Baby Deltic, and it's such a nice runner that I think it just sold Brian on what Hell Jam's got to offer, which is a great deal actually. I think they get a bad rep, but they've got nice beefy motors which don't usually conk out, touch wood, and the details on them can be a bit flaky. Not sure of the plastic they use sometimes, but most of the time Hell Jam locomotives are pretty damn good. Nice and beefy. They tend to get a bit noisy when you really wind them up, but around the sort of speed that I'm running them today, which is a gentle 30-40 miles an hour, there goes the DP2. with its maroon stock, and there goes the little class 25. Was it a 25? It is a 25. 25912 in ice cream van livery. If somebody wants to explain ice cream van livery to me, I believe that one was a present from Richard one birthday, and it's just a fabulous, fabulous engine. Really, really smooth. Um, if you have it just tickling along at a very slow speed, you can't hear it. You know, it's only when you really wind it up that you actually get to hear something of the motor noise. Mr. Whippy or Mr. Softy. Yeah, so I have to pick up enough of those, Digger. Uh, I get plenty of Mr. Whippies, curly whirlies, or whatever you want to call them. Steamies, that's it. Although now the weather's a little warmer, Blondie's exploits no longer steam in the morning. So, yeah, enough of that subject. The only Helljan unit I have is the 128 parcels unit, which has been repainted in the Colas Engineering. Oh, okay, that's fine. Yeah, we do have a couple of them. And one, I believe, has got sounded. So you've got the sounds of the sliding doors in it. There's Artie. Hello, Artie. I made a big, huge mistake on picking up a couple of girls that didn't look the best when I was a kid. Now they are models. Hi, everyone. A quick hello. Hello, Artie. I know you're on a pilgrimage to see a fallen trucker, which is a terrible thing to befall anybody. A really bad vehicle accident out in the middle of nowhere, and unfortunately, Artie's buddy died in that wreck, which I'm very sorry to hear that, Artie. And I know you're up there and doing the right thing, and all power to your elbow, brother. So yes, Helljan. They do get a bad rep, but I don't think I've ever had a bad Helljan. Some are a little noisier than others, but most are just really good, basic, run-of-the-mill models. Whether they're as the Tamworth Castle, I mean, I'll show you some of the details on it as we go on a bit, but the paint on it is fabulous. It's got a beautiful silver roof. The yellow, they've done wonders on the ends with the masking of the yellow, and they put LEDs in it instead of the old incandescent bulbs. Coming past me that way now. Yeah. And it's just a fabulous model. I mean, I was absolutely sold on it as soon as it came out of the box. Yeah, that's understandable, Artie. You're probably out somewhere a long way from home. So good on you. The Hellgen unit, a full speed single track at a wall, will definitely put a hole in the wall. They do have some real heft behind them. The chassis in them are really, really good. I don't think I've ever had a Helljan which has suffered from Mazak rot. Again, touch wood. So thanks, guys. Just sorry for his grandkids who are wondering why he hasn't come home yet. Yeah, what on earth do you tell them? Probably the truth, because they'll hate you forever for hiding or trying to sugarcoat it from them when they do actually grow up. I think they'll probably appreciate something a little nearer the truth with a little sugar coating on it, and just reassure them that he's in an equally good place now. Yeah. I want Helljan to make a container crane again. A container crane. Oh, okay, yeah. I think I know the one you mean. One of those lift it and shift it type things. But then again, Hilljan have done some subjects that many of the big manufacturers have shied away from, particularly this one, which is the DP2. It was it had the body of a Deltic, but the engine of a Class 50 in it. So it was an oddball. It was a one-off. And Hilljan made it. Robert's train set. There's Robert Valentine. Good morning, good afternoon, sorry to you, Robert. I try to be international here. They did a DCC remote container crane. Right. Hilljan also did a turntable as well. Be honest with him, Marty. My dad told me not the truth when I lost my granddad when I was 5. He was trying to protect me and my brother, but it didn't work. Yeah. The truth does hurt, but the truth is the truth, as near as you can get to it. Mine got stolen 8 years ago. Oh dear, oh dear. Of all the things to steal, they nicked your container crane. Wow. What can you do with people, eh? Still, never mind. Yes, so Hilljan have gone in with both feet sometimes and modelled things and prototypes which nobody else would. Robert's just finishing gluing down another length of track. This is good. Did you do the point that you forgot, Robert? I know there was one that you missed out on, doing your piano wire and tube trick. Just pop in the comments if you finally managed to get that one done before gluing the track down, because I know the backing's got to come off of it. RGJ Trains, hello. Now, is that Rob or is it Grace? Because I always get it wrong. Embarrassment. But am I going red? No, not really. Don't get embarrassed. Too old to get embarrassed. And it's easy to feel good about your own stupidity. Yes. Well said, Roger. I'm opening some train building theories to go to my place and finish my track work before I get home. Yeah, an army of leprechauns. That's what you need, with spades and shovels. I have cut the hole, but yes, need to turn the layout over to put the wire in. Well, as long as you can still do that, Robert, that's fine. And I know this time, I know you reorientated it so all of the knobs were at the front and it was upside down. But I think with only one that you've missed, that should be fairly easy to do, just lifting it up. I'm hoping. But we'll see. We'll see the result. Hello, Sean. Nice to see you. And Anthony Dodge. There he is. Okay, I'm here now. Now we can start. Okay. Right, I'm running some... it's not rare Hilljan engines, but as I've been explaining, they do quite a few of the prototypes. They did the Falcon, they did the Lion, they've done the Bayer Garrett, which are all a very, very niche market. But the amount of layouts that you do see them on means that they've obviously sold them. And love them or hate them, Hilljan do put together a pretty good model. I know the Class 47 that they've just bought out is a rehash of their original, and it's they got it wrong originally, particularly around the nose area, and it's still there. The problems are still there. They didn't do a complete retool. It's a necessity as need to join all the droppers to the bus wires, but we'll do it outside of my tables. Yeah, that's another good idea. Just lift and shift. Yeah, it's a great idea, Robert. How's all down the shed doing more fencing? I think a lot of your layout is fencing. I think if the layout fell out from under it, all the fencing would still be there. Anyway, well done, Sean. It's a lot of work. I know it is. I know you tried to do it with wire, but it was difficult enough in 00 HO gauge. Gauge, that's tiny stuff. Yeah. So, beverage of the day is coffee. There we go. Let's start this. Eat, sleep, more trains. Oh, yeah. Cheers, everybody. Well, good heavens. Good morning, Dwight Curley. Lovely to see you. Thanks for popping in. I'll just drag my PC down a little bit. There we go. So now you should see which is going to come first. This one. There's the Class 25, and that's what they look like. And the DP2, which is a monster going the other way. That way. Because the camera's reversed. So you can actually see the correct writing up there where it says Tullyar and English China Clays and 613. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, I'll get you down to track level and you can inspect these wonder machines. What I'll do, I'll drag the camera over to this side because it's a little better lit today. Robert's glued some track down with a rail jointer under it. Oh, so not connected, but just stuck under it. Oh dear. Are those the missing maroon cars Anthony had? Now, these are definitely 00 gauge. These are not HO. And they're not Limas, they're Bachmans. So it's a shame that Bachman don't do a run of HO for the use of things like the Marklin Flying Scotsman, because they would almost be universally popular overnight. So for everybody that's got a Marklin Flying Scotsman, they could have a superb Bachman HO maroon coach to run with it. That'd be a great idea for them. If they're looking in, could have done with it already because I think the boat's sailed now, but there are still people out there who will be looking for something to run behind it other than Continental stuff. Yes, but okay, I sorted it. Excellent. Yeah, there's a lot of things I did on this layout, which I thought I got right. You just sit down and you inspect your work and you think, oh no, how did I miss that? It happens to all of us. Be right back. Got to just do 5 minutes filming. Blimey, that's a quick one. Right, let me grab the camera. Sorry about the vomit can. And we'll get you down onto about here. Should be okay. There's that. And yes, all of the, as you can see, all of the Network Rail guys are no longer drunk and they're all standing up. I used a bit of tacky wax, and for those that haven't seen the pack, it looks something like this. And yes, it's £6.79 tacky wax, and it's a bit like candle grease. And you just rub a bit on it on the bit that you want to stick to the surface. And as you can see, I put plenty on because mine are stuck to ballast. Here comes the DP2, an unusual beast. Looks like a Deltic, but it has the engine of a Class 50. Andy's railway system's gone into liquidation. The yard is empty. That's what happens, Artie, when you have a clear out and everything you want to get onto the layout has got a train behind it, and they're all sitting in platforms ready. Here comes the Class 25. And the detail on that is just superb. Helljan did a bang-up job on that. They really, really did. I mean, I'll just slow it down a bit as it comes around, and you can see it a little better. All right, let's get myself onto the controls. She's coming round the mountain now. No mountains, really. There she comes. And that's what it looks like. Metal buffers. I'm not sure how good a picture that is. Can't wait for the Sutton's 25 to arrive. Well, if you can't afford a Sutton's 25, this will be your next best thing. I mean, just having a brief look at that, the detail, sprung buffers on the front. Helljan have put all of the pipe detail down there. The shade of the yellow is correct, and it's very, very well done. Black around the window frames, a lovely silver on top. These grills just along the top are moulded in, but they look very convincing. A nice grill on top here for the fan. All of the grills on the side are really crisp and really well done. The bogey frame detail is really good, and it's been picked out. Tamworth Castle on there, 25912. LED lighting. There's not much not to like about it, and it runs really, really well. So let's get that moving. And it's smooth. Oh, there's Alan Reynolds and Wolfsec Scenics is Paul Wood. Hello, Paul. Nice to see you, man. We'll just have a wee look at the DP2 as it comes around. Just coming into shot about now. And there she is. A little bit further. A little bit further. That's it. This is the DP2. Yes, it looks like, for all effects, it looks like a Deltic. Similar body shape, but inside of here you had the engine of what turned out to be a Class 50. Again, Helljan did a bang-up job of it. Separate horns, little tiny horns on the top. 2 windscreen wipers per window. Great painting around all of the top there. A nice effort getting the green and the green stripe correct. The body moulding's absolutely superb. They're just moulded in, but they look really, really good. If somebody does a good effort of doing that, yeah. When I got this, it was secondhand, and there was a bit of damage on the roof up here, so I got some rail match paint. There was a lot of glue around the grill, which covers the fan. The grill was a bit mangled, so I straightened all of that out, got it filled, got it rubbed down, got it painted again, and as you can see, it doesn't look any different than when it first came out of the box, I hope. Yeah, this one has got an incandescent light in it instead of LEDs, but that's what they were using at the time, and it's a fine model. Let's get it moving. Right, here we go. Oh, not that one. Away you go. Right, so another trip round, and I will give you a little treat. I'll pull out the one steamer I've got today. Ah, there's Tammy and Ray. Hello, Tammy and Ray. If everybody wants to spam the chat with emojis for Ray, feel free to do so. Thank you very much, Craig. I'm sure Ray would love that. Yeah, I probably think Alan Reynolds has probably got the odd Hellgan logo. And as you can see, they don't jerk around at all. They're really nice and smooth. Oh, look at that. I'm sure Ray would love that. Thanks, guys. That's very kind of you. Right, I'm going to slow down that little beauty. And she's going to come off. And I'll pull out my little surprise package today. What did I do? Uh-oh. That's my first mistake of the day. Wrong side. Right, off we go. This one. Okay, we are ready. Ray's loving it. We're sitting eating sausage gravy biscuits, smiling. Thanks, everyone. That's very nice. All right, here we go. Right, so let's bring Tamworth Castle off. So she will just carry on into the platforms, and then I'll bring out my surprise package over the three-way point. That's a good tester for any locos and rolling stock that can be a bit truculent. Right, that's that one. Isolate that. Let's just open up this one. Unisolate it. Oops. Wrong switch. And here we go. Right, now this one's got some trucks on it, so I'll pull it up short and you'll see it as it comes around. Here we go. Not quite. That one, and go. Right, it's on its way around now. Could you go about 4 hours today? I told Joyce. Hang on, I just missed that one. Could you go about 4 hours today? I told Joyce I would get back to work after streaming this morning. Oh, I see. Right, here comes the surprise package. Photobomb by DP2. Here comes the surprise package. Yes, it's ugly. Oh, what did I do? I know what I did. I left the point open, didn't I? Get back out there, boy. Right to there. Right, now we're ready. Here comes the Q1. What an ugly duckling. Yes, I always insult my trains, but they get their revenge, you understand. I'm sore and tired, building a deck and doing a lot of tedious work, but putting the boards on today. Oh, that's good, Anthony. I'm sure you'll have it done in no time. And then it will just be a distant memory. SJ Train World. Hi, SJ. How are you doing, Simon? Yeah, Roger. I always thought it looked like 3 dustbins that have been welded together. I know it was austerity and a wartime situation, but I mean, really? Here she comes. It's the Dustbin Men. For those that remember that, of course. I just had a reminder come up. Dave Swindon Junction is in 30 minutes, folks. Yeah. Do you want to come and do some decking for us? I'll come do your ballasting in exchange. Yeah, you cover the airfare, it's a deal. To get out of doing stuff, just clutch your chest and say a few garbled words, and she'll be okay letting you take a break. It works for me. Oh, digger. Oh, dear, dear, dear. The Q1, an ugly duckling, but a pretty good horny loco. There, I've said it. I believe the Q1 came out around about 2005, 2006, something like that. But Hornby did a fabulous job on it. There, I've said that also. Yeah, you should listen to your body. Moral trainer, there's 2 people here that want a deck too. So bring your work clothes. Oh dear. There's the age-old problem. You prove yourself to be good at something, and all of a sudden there are requests. Right. I'm going to pull this one off. Whoosh. I better slow him down a bit. Otherwise he's going to hit the buffers. Right. Coming back into the siding now. Over the double slip. No crashing and banging. Right, I'll just isolate that one. Right, that just leaves this one. Right, so I'll bring in the Q1 now, and then we'll have some DCC action with some sound. How does that sound? Well, we'll find out in a minute. Let's see if I can pull this off without making any stupid mistakes. I wouldn't bank on it. Right, let's just get on the controls. Here comes Q1. You can follow around, and he or she will go into the platform. Do a little bit of a clean, that one, but it's difficult. And stop. Isolated. Right then. There goes the point. Right, let me just drag you back onto the top. Forgive me a second. I've actually got the fly screen out today, which I've put on the door. Sorry about that. Right, you should be able to see at least some of the action. Right. Okay, here is the trusty NCE power cab. I am now going to turn it over to. We are now running DCC. What shall I start with? I'll start with the class 31. So I'll just go around the recall until I get to 3170. It is line number 2. So that is now open. Here comes the sound. This is what you call a pregnant pause. That's on. Right, let's just get the point sorted out. This direction is fine. Off we go. Can everybody hear that? Hey, look, there's a Melbourne train. The driver's missed the platform again. Oh, Alan's away. Cheers out. Got to go shopping and get some beer too. Alan out. Okay, Al. Catch you later. Right, so now we've got that one on. I can open up the track on the other side, and that seems to be running okay. over there. I want the centre track of the three. Open up that one there. And now I can go through. See what I'll do. If I silence that one for a minute. And now we should be able to hear the other engine start up, which is this one. Takes some time to warm up, of course. Lights and reverse. The injectors need to bleed, yeah. And out she comes. Western Enterprise in funky sand colour. There she comes. Right, let's get you set down. There we go. Now, if everyone can quite hear me as well as DCC locomotives, these have not been set very, very high. Just an average sound. So let's get that one moving a little faster. Here comes the sound for RTO Melbourne trains on our modern units, no locos anymore. Oh, Anthony, does it look grey? Because it's actually a sand colour. That's odd, that one. But it was one of those colours that they were experimenting with back in the day. Probably in the 60s, I would have thought. This one is just a conventional BR blue. These were the Hornby ones that fell apart due to Mazak rot. Luckily, I managed to get a chassis for this one and rebuild it. But here's the sand loco. That's a Class 52 Western. Pulling the Cornish Riviera Limited. Right, let's just catch up with the chat. Class 52 looks like they left it in primer. I think they did it on purpose, Robert. They really did. Get the faster. And there's Lyndon. Hello, Lyndon. Nice to see you. Class 31 coming past you any second now. And Tim. Hello, Tim. Nice to see you. Class 31 with sound and the class 52 Western in a funky sand livery going t'other way. Here comes the Western, again with sound. The class 31 is the Hornby model, the class 52 is a dipole. Ah, Tim, it wasn't. I was running DCC up until about the halfway point. So if you want to go back over the stream, you'll see the DC stuff I ran earlier. Ah, the wonders of sound. Yeah, that's true, Tim. And yes, all those Network Rayleigh guys are all standing upright. None of them drunk. Heaven forbid. If anybody's wondering what this contraption is here, that's for a single line token with a Network Rayleigh stuck up on the top. There we go. Right, let's just bring it to a stop. Okay, I'll wait until she's gone past, and then we'll give her full bore. That's what the tick over sounds like. And hello to you, the Closet Branch. Nice to see you. I'll try and do the same trick on the Class 31. One more trip around, and then I'll give her a start up right in front of you. Right, let's start slowing it down a bit. Right, let's just see. I'll try and get her about somewhere here. Oh, look, I'm pointing. Right, so now she's coming tickling into view. Right, just drag her around back there a bit. Right, I'll give her a full bore and we'll see what she sounds like. I'll point her just that way a little bit. Are you ready? Here we go. And we've got Charlie in. Hello, Charlie. Nice to see you, man. Must be early morning over there. Sounds like our old engine from the steelworks. Yeah, RT, in real life, the Class 52, which I remember standing beside, was a really throaty, nasty sounding Maybach engine. And I mean, it really, really did grunt. And it was really a horrible noise. You wouldn't want to stand next to it for any length of time. Someone's just texted me. Let's just find out what that is. Oh, it's Vodafone saying, can I have this, that, and the other? No. Right, I'll just get you around the other side of the layout. There's the old sand-coloured the Cornish Riviera Limited. Sounds very American. Here comes the 31, the photo bonus. I did actually manage to get some. I've reached the end there. There's some sheep over the other side there in the horse field. And I did actually get some more cows over there in the cow field. So yeah, here we go. Let's see if we can do this properly. There we go. And I'll just even things up a bit. How's that? Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, about the can. Here comes the 31. Starts at 10. It's about a 40-minute drive. Ah, you're on the move then, Charlie, huh? Let's just shut that one up for a minute. 52 is our hydraulic engine used on the Western region. Yeah, that's absolutely right, Robert. 31 sounds like our old engines. Yeah, it's English Electric lump in that one, Artie. I think it started off with a Merleys engine, which was the Class 30, and that engine wasn't successful, so they transplanted an English Electric unit in it, and they're still working, even to this day. Yeah, they actually sound like a proper engine and not a hairdryer. That's what ours were, English Electric, yeah. So they'll probably sound very similar. It's only the exhaust note which will probably be a little different. Head out in 30 minutes. Might do a live show or just record. Okay, Charlie. Yeah, be interested to see that. And Ivo Van's on. Hello, Ivo. Yeah, along with the warships, which is effectively a scaled down V200. Yeah, quite right. Yeah, the Maybachs had a very distinctive raspy sound. This one we've reduced the sound a bit because it really does get too much. It's so raspy that it's almost unbearable to live with. And I've been up the side of one of these when they've started, and it's quite a scary happening when it's right beside you. And you wouldn't want to stand there all day because you'd need ear defenders. Right, I'll just quieten that one down a bit. And now I'll start it off again. So, silence is golden. All the 31s started with the Merleys engines. Falcon started with the Maybach, but had problems. Hawker Siddeley got involved and the Falcon roared away. Yeah, quite right. Right, so let's start her off. So now we've got a bit of silence amongst the din. Right, I've started the Western off again. I've got some of the original measurement gauges that tested cylinder flex on the Falcon engine. How about that? Yes, I believe somewhere in the depths of the storage area is a Falcon. And I know it's in BR blue, so I might have to dig that one out, digger. Forgive the pun. Okay, everybody, let me grab the camera. There we go. There we are. Ta-da! And we're back. Howdy, folks. Yes, time's almost up. A couple of minutes, and Dave's Swindon Junction will be starting over on his channel. So I'll clear the decks for Dave. just falls to me to say thanks everyone for coming in, and I hope you enjoyed the trains and the sounds and kind of stuff. So there's footage of the Falcon roaring up the Licky incline, pulling the master cutler. The bank engine wasn't needed, but couldn't keep up. How about that? Yeah. Talking to the Licky incline, at some stage, Helljan will be bringing out their Bay of Garrett, which is in the how is it? It's the 280082 configuration. So it's not quite the full South African unit, which was a 282282. It's a little bit of a condensed, but it's still the full length. So we'll be looking at that when Helljan decide to release it. As you can hear, they're both working perfectly smoothly and quietly. So yeah, all good. The DCC sound wasn't just there to try and cover up any engine noises or anything like that. No, nothing so sinister. So yeah, thanks everybody for coming in. I'll clear the decks for Dave, and have a great week, everybody. And don't do anything I wouldn't, as I say. Enjoy your trains. If there's any good weather, soak it up. And let's hope this is the start of something a little less chilly and windy and rainy that we've had to suffer. Thanks everybody for coming in, and I'll wish you adios, and have a great week. So thanks everybody, and thanks for all your support. Cheers for now.